Alrighty, hey everyone. Um, got a three-part session today. So today's set will look like we've got a warm up. Got a warm up before we work out, and then we've got 8 movements, kind of broken up between rests. So essentially, what the workout is every set you'll have a buy-in of a continuous movement for 60 seconds. Then you've got 8 movements that always stay the same between each of the 3 main sets, and then you'll finish each of the sets with a plank. So for example, set 1, you have 60 seconds of mountain climbers, and then in set 2, that first 60 seconds burpees, and set 3, that first 60 seconds is plank jacks to tucks. But following that first 60 seconds of each set, you always have sumo squat jumps, reverse lunge kick through, alternating every 3. Then you got push-ups, you got prayer arm pulses, sit-ups, Russian twist with a leg drop, followed by a 45 to 60 second plank. That doesn't change between each of the sets, but the time cycle which they are on do change. So the first set's 50-10, second set's 45-15, and then the last set is 40-20. Also get a 30 seconds rest between sets. Sounds complicated, but once I demo the exercises, I'll go through one round and hopefully it makes sense to you all. Otherwise, as always, if you're watching the recording of this, reach out to one of the coaches, reach out to me. I'm sure I know we'll all be able to help you and assist you through this. So let's just get into it. I'm going to go through one round of warm up myself since I'll be doing one round of this program. So the warm up is 4 rounds of 20 high knees, 20 butt kicks, 20 skips, air skips. I don't have a rope. If you have a rope, feel free to use one, and then 20 lateral jump overs. All right. So I've got 20 high knees to begin with. So sitting up nice and tall, that's quick feet. We've got 20 butt kicks, so our feet going to, our heels going to our bottom. Again, nice and good to the ground. And 20 air skips. And then 20 lateral jump overs, where you're jumping side to side. Great. All right, so what I'll do first to begin with is demonstrate the first 60 seconds of each set, and then I'll demonstrate the set 8 movements for each set and go through. I'll be going through round 3. If I'm just demonstrating this, I'll do the set that's 40-20, whereas we'll have 2 sets beforehand that are 50-10, 45-15. Alrighty, so I'll go through and demo each of the movements. All right, so set 1, the first 60 seconds is mountain climbers. So with a mountain climber, we'll be in high plank position, trying to get your knees into your chest, nice and quick, keeping your body position nice and neutral. So hips in line with the rest of your body. The second set, the first 60 seconds is burpees. Just standard chest to ground burpees, but if you're up for a challenge, you can add it in a push-up instead of the chest to ground. Setting up nice and tall, feet out, chest to ground. And then extending up. All right, and the third set, the first 60 seconds. The first set and the one I'll be demonstrating is 60 seconds. The first 60 seconds is a plank jack to a plank tuck. So again, in a high plank position, planking your feet out, planking them back in, then bringing your knees into your chest, back out, and then you repeat that continuously. Like so. Alright, so there are only 3 things that change between the sets. The what I'm about to demonstrate stay the exact same throughout the entire program. So the first movement, sumo squat jumps, or sumo squat jump ins and outs, I should say. So this is a sumo squat position. Our feet are out nice and wide. And like a normal squat, we're sitting our hips back, but because it's a squat, jump in, we're bringing our feet in and back out. So sumo squat, explode up, jump in, jump out. Sumo squat, jump in, jump out, like so. So that's the first movement. With that movement, ensure you're still keeping good posture, like a normal squat, shoulders back, chest forward. All right, reverse lunge to a kick through. So this is a normal reverse lunge, taking a step down, getting all the knee to the ground. From here, you can explode up, keep all your weight on the supporting leg, drive your knee up into a knee kick up. You're going to alternate every 3 kicks. Like so. If you have additional weight, feel free to load both those movements up. In fact, feel free to load any of the movements up. Then we've got push-ups next. You can do them on your toes or on your knees. High plank position, pressing down into, so your chest touches the ground, and then pressing back up. Alrighty. And up next, we've got prayer arm pulses. So with these, so arms out like this, bring them in. So our hands are like in a prayer position, making sure they're up at 90 degrees, so in line with your shoulder, to do a pulse up and down in this position. Like so. There's a bit of a take on a arm pulse. Make sure your shoulders are back so you do feel it in your biceps and tries. That's burn after quite a bit. All right. 2 more movements, sit-ups. All right, next. Feel free to do your own variation. You need standing sit-up, butterfly sit-up, straight leg sit-up. Just pick the one that's more appropriate to you. You can demonstrate a normal sit-up. Hands at head, just to support. Crunching or sitting up. Keeping all your attention on your core, so in that one position, make sure your back's nice and flat, belly button to spine. Last movement, Russian twist with a leg drop. So rotating to each side. If I rotate to my left, my right leg extends out. That's it. Really try to control this movement. The more you lean back, the more you untuck yourself, the harder this movement becomes. If you're struggling a little bit with the coordination, that's okay. You can go back to a regular Russian twist. All right, I'm going to jump into one round of this. Again, I'm demonstrating round 3, so the time cycle is 40-20. And the first 60 seconds is plank jack to tucks. But if you're doing, so set 1, we'll do 60 seconds of mountain climbers, and then the same 8 movements that I'm about to demonstrate. And then in set 2, you have 60 seconds of burpees and then the same 8 movements that I'm about to demonstrate. Get my timer up. I'm more than likely going to overeat. All right, so 60 seconds of continuous movement to begin with. Alright, so once you've done your first 60 seconds, measure a little bit early, but if you're doing first 60 seconds, take 15 seconds rest after that. And then going into your sumo squat jump ins. And then finishing each round with a 45 to 60-second plank. Alrighty. Alrighty, so that was round 3, or main set 3 out of the 3 main sets. Again, you're doing main set 1, the time cycle. Your first 60-second movement is burpees, mountain climbers, and time cycles 50-20 for the movements, with our 45 to 60-second plank at the end. Second set is the burpees for 60 seconds, same 8 movements, and then that 45, 60-second plank. And then set 3 is what I just demonstrated. All right, don't forget to cool off by stretching a little bit. Especially if you want to work on your flexibility, the best time is to stretch after a workout because your muscles are already warm, and that's when they're most, I guess, let's say, stretchy, for a matter of words. So yeah, enjoy the workout, guys.